Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 1973 Ford XB Falcon GT. Now this has 1500 horsepower, 1100 pounds-feet of torque from an 8.9 litre double supercharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,891 pounds, has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 3.266 seconds, 0 to 107.150 seconds, and go to a top speed of 214 miles an hour. So yeah, the fastest Ford that we've had on this series so far has been the Focus RS, the rally car. So yeah, I'm not expecting this to be quite as quick as that, but it's far from the worst handling car that we've had on this series, especially for a car of this size and type, and at the end of the day the speed, acceleration, launch, and in some regards the off-road capability are fairly solid. So yeah, not quite sure what to expect from this, but it might well be quite frantic given it doesn't weigh a huge amount, even though it is still quite a large car, and obviously it now has 1500 horsepower, which is what, 5 times the power it had originally. So yeah, going to be like warp speed to the original car, but whether or not we can handle the extra power and speed, we'll have to see. So yeah, a lot of cars on this series that are quite frantic and mad and really rather hard to control can be quite quick, but obviously because they are as frantic and mad and out of control as they are, the likelihood of them being quick is reduced quite a bit. But if you can get them quick, they're mightily fast, so yeah, we'll have to see if that's going to be the case for this one. But yeah, we've already detected some understeer, which is no surprise given all-wheel drive is not standard to this car. So that's, yeah, definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye out on. But because it was, a big 70s boat, effectively, it's got quite soft suspension, and that has only been probably made even softer with the rally suspension light. So yeah, bumps to the jump shouldn't be too much of a hassle, although the rear end did fly up into the air after landing there, so a bit of a concern on that regard, but the rest of it should be alright. Yeah, it does not need much of a straight to get to a reasonably good speed. So yeah, 1500 horsepower from such a large engine, which is even larger than standard, is inevitably going to have that kind of effect. Really careful into and out of the corners to make sure the understeer doesn't catch us unawares. Oh dear, that's a bit of a tricky issue there. Certainly quicker than the Lumicraft in terms of a straight line from the previous episode. We're going to have to properly slow down there. It seems like we'll have to use the last of our rewinds there. It seems to get a bit of a pendulum effect from the rear end. We were sliding one way and we tried to correct it, and it just was too much of the weight going back the other way. So yeah, we've got no rewinds now, but yeah, definitely a quicker car in a straight line than the Lumicraft, although that is definitely a car that is also more suitable to these kind of conditions. Down here, for instance, I don't think we'll even get to 130 in the Lumicraft, and that would comfortably top to 150 there. But outright speed isn't always a deal breaker. Can't control it in the other parts of the course. Slam on those brakes. Come on, final stretch. I think we've actually beaten the Focus RS. Yes, we have at 3 minutes 13.961, so yeah, I grossly underestimated what this car could do, and even though it wasn't perfect. It certainly had its issues and was a bit of a handful to drive. No doubt that it is a properly quick car, given its age. It's 50 years old now, and the fact that it's not an off-road vehicle, plus the fact that how troublesome it was to drive, but it clearly had enough speed where it necessary to make up for any of its issues. So yeah, that lands it in 7th position, beating the Mercedes-Benz SL65 AMG Black Series, the MG Metro 6R4, the GMC Hummer EV pickup, and it knocks the Nissan Z car out of the top 10. And yeah, the Focus RS, which was the fastest Ford, managed 3 minutes 15.254. So we're not massively ahead of that car, we're only just under 1.3 seconds quicker, but at the end of the day that is quicker, and yeah, for a car of this type that is quite remarkable. So yeah, you can get this car by getting 20 points in the current festival playlist. Well worth getting. It's a really good car, even in stock form. Easily one of my favourite muscle cars. Not reviewing it because I did review it in the previous game, so if you want to hear more about it, then look out for that review on my channel. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.